Perfect. Thank you so much. So,
Thank you.
Bilal, it's a pleasure to have you here. How's everything? How is pre-draft workouts going?
They're going good. Just came back from the combine. Feel like I did pretty good. Um, Training up to the combine was really good. Going with guys that are really explosive, coming from different schools, have a lot of talent. Just putting myself up against those guys, it really showed me where I'm at, and I still got a lot to work on, but I feel very comfortable.
And
So, but
what
everything's been going good.
and what's your feeling after the combine? Not for the workouts, but for the meetings that you had with the teams. What's your feeling about that?
Um, I felt good. I felt real comfortable going into them. I was really excited, just being able to show what I've learned throughout my times and my journeys. All the teams were really impressed with the journeys I've had going from JUCO all the way to from Indiana State to Western Michigan. So, they really emphasized the adversity I had went through with that, and it's came out in my favor, and it's really
And,
just helped a lot.
and talking about your journey, I want to go where everything started. That it was Apple Valley in Minnesota. Uh, how can you describe your experience at Apple Valley High School, and how would you say playing there helped you to become the player that you are now?
Um, Honestly, it was a very different perspective than what I seen once I got to college, but it was still fun. I wasn't going up against the most talented kids in the world, but I mean, I played every position on our team. So I was our kicker, I was our field goal kicker, I was our
Wow.
kick returner, I was our punt returner. I played literally I would score, I would kick the ball for a field goal, and then I would kick off to the other team and go get right at corner. But so all of those traits definitely helped me become what I am today for sure.
And as you have said, you played almost every position. Why did you stick as a cornerback?
Honestly, I just felt it was the best place for me value wise. I just feel like you're not gonna run into a kid who's about 6'2", 190 every day at corner. And then I just felt that was a place that I stood out the most. A place where I could use all my traits, just my aggression, the speed that I play at. I feel like corner was just the best fit for me. And every team that I've been on, I've always been the guy. So going to corner, I think, just helped me do that.
And prior
Um,
to going to Indiana State, you went to Iowa Central Community College. You went to
Yeah.
JUCO. Uh, how was the decision you made to go to JUCO and after that to go to Indiana State? How was that process for you?
Um, it was really a grind, at JUCO, but I played 2 seasons there, and you just kept working until you got your offers. And the opportunity that I got to go play at Indiana State, I didn't take it for granted, because going JUCO, you're just sitting there and you're waiting for one opportunity to come knocking. And once you get it, you don't care what level it is. You're gonna go take it, because at JUCO, everything there isn't taken for granted. For guys who want to make it, nothing's taken for granted. Everybody's working with a chip on his shoulder, especially me. So, and also not everybody gets a scholarship at a JUCO. So transferring that to Indiana State, there wasn't one time that I felt like I wasn't deserving of anything or grateful of anything that was there. So like it was my first step being D1, so I took it and I ran with it, and it really helped.
for those who may not be familiar with it, how does the FCS, also known as the Football Championship Subdivision, work compared to the FBS?
Honestly, it's just there's no real playoffs that you go to. Honestly, like you win your conference, you go to the there's you go to the well, actually, there is a playoffs. There's just no, like, you don't have no bowl games. You don't have stuff like that. There's just playoffs, championship, and that's it. But honestly, I really like that a lot. But also, it's just a smaller schools, smaller division, so they don't look at it as highly as when you're in an FBS. and you're competing against maybe a little more talented guys. But when I was there, I feel like there was a lot of guys who were very talented.
And right now, your last step before the draft was Western Michigan.
Yeah.
How was the communications you have with Western Michigan when they offered you to go there from Indiana State?
They was real honest with me. They wanted me to come in, and they seen everything that they asked me what was my goal. And I told them I want to make it to the next level, and I felt like they were the best fit for that just off of everything they had to offer me, especially with just all the resources they have. The guys that have came through Western Michigan and made it to the next level, like Marshawn Nealon, Sky Moore. They had a really impressive resume with that, and also a new coaching staff that really was all hands in with me and really helped me. They wanted to help me develop to even better player because they already felt I was going to be a great player there. So I took that, and I felt comfortable with my corner coach, Donald Seliskar. He really just guided me through everything, and everything he said is exactly what I've been through, and it's helped me a lot.
I have a question. Describe yourself with two adjectives that define you as a player on the field, and two adjectives that define you off the field, and why?
To describe myself as like just two words on the field and
Yes,
off
yes.
and off the field. Okay, on the field, two words for me would be a I'd say aggressive finesser on the field, and off the field, um, I'm like a laid back hype man. That
And
makes sense.
when you are not on the field, what do you enjoy doing? What's your chill routine?
Chilling. I'm
Mhm.
in the house, probably playing the game.
Oh,
I like to play FIFA. I
oh,
like Warzone, but those are my top games right there. Or I'm going on late night walks, or I'm going on walks. I'm driving just around places. I like to eat, so I definitely enjoy just trying new food spots. Uh, I used to like to hoop a lot, but now I just calmed down with that, just obviously because what I got in store right now. But yeah, that's me off the
And
field.
you have said you like FIFA, so you like soccer.
Yeah, that was my first sport.
And
wow.
you hoop, so you were a basketball player.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Which of the three sports that you have played more, that is soccer, basketball, and football, which one
Mhm.
do you enjoy the most playing? Which one is the most difficult? And which one would you play in if you weren't a football player?
Um, I say the most difficult is football, just at the corner position for me, at least. Yeah, I feel like it's the hardest position in the game, physically. It's the hardest position physically. Um, if I wasn't playing football, I'd be playing soccer. Um, I think I was a really good left wing. I was really good. Um, but yeah, so what was the other question? Or did I answer them?
I think you answered that.
Okay. Yeah.
What team do you pick in FIFA? What team do you choose in the FIFA?
Uh Sometimes I'll probably be PSG. Sometimes I'm Madrid.
Mm.
Sometimes, um, but if we playing, me and my friends would probably play like African Cup, and I'm Cote
Oh,
d'Ivoire. I'd be Cote d'Ivoire. Um, but yeah, that's really what I run with. But then, you got the little online modes where you get all the way down to Division 1. That's where I'd be at. I'd be over there playing against all those sweats, tryhards, and stuff.
Who's your favorite soccer player all time?
oh,
All time, ooh, I'd have to all time probably Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's probably just the swag he got, and he was a finesser for real.
And right now, if you had to choose one right now,
If I choose who?
one soccer player that is playing currently that you like, your favorite player
Oh,
currently.
okay. Currently, I like the young kid, Lamine.
Lamine
Yamal.
Yamal. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I like him. He's really good. Like the confidence he carries himself with at a young age like that. I haven't seen like yeah, he's the best to me right now.
And just a comparison, Lamine Yamal, Ryan Williams, both 17,
Yeah.
Barcelona, college football.
hmm
What are they feeding these kids right now to be that good at that young age?
Man, they're just getting into the college world a little sooner than everybody else and getting a bit better advantage. You know, and those kids aren't taking anything for they're really grateful of all the opportunities and you can see it how they carry themselves and how they play. You can't just walk on to Alabama and just think you're gonna start. So definitely that off season, when they're behind closed doors, what are they doing? How are they working? You see that pays off for them.
And
Mm,
you are the opposite side of the field of a wide receiver. What
Mhm.
would you say is the most difficult part of being a cornerback for you?
Um, the most difficult part, um, it's a good question. I'd say your eyes have to be really strong, really disciplined. You got to play with great awareness. So yeah, your eyes, making sure all those dancing and stuff the receivers do with their routes and making sure that you're still on top of your assignments and your keys. Just making sure that you see everything that's coming and not just in a tunnel vision. Yeah, so your eyes are definitely the biggest. Obviously, playing backwards already. This, but like, yeah, your eyes can definitely lead you into bad situations. So if you have great eyes, that really takes you a long way.
do you have any game day routines? And what kind of music do you like to listen to before a game?
Uh, yeah, I got a little game day routine. I like once I'm on the field, I'm just like before the game we're walking, I'm just walking across the whole field. I'm listening to like some R&B, some slow music, then some slow music like probably got some Chris Brown playing, probably got something like that going on. But then when I'm in the locker room and before we're about to head out, I'm listening to some hip hop music like some uh NBA Young Boy. I don't know if you got Honcho. I got a lot of music that's in my back backpack for sure.
You were the one playing music in the locker room.
Nah, I let them do that. I let them take control of that. I just put my headphones on. But sometimes when we're all gathered together and we got everybody puts on a good song, I might take them off and get with the guys. Yeah.
And now that you have been through probably the half of the process, the NFL draft process,
Yeah.
what's the thing that you think NFL scouts are looking for in a cornerback position?
Just I feel like they're looking for a lot of things, but I feel like the biggest thing is how you bounce back from situations. Like how do you get through adversities on the field, even off the field, but mainly how quick is your turnaround? How quick can you bounce back from a situation that, oh, maybe you let someone catch a touchdown on you? How do you bounce back from that the next drive, the next series? I think that's the biggest thing to have as a corner because every corner is going to give up something. But how do you respond? And are you aware of your? Are you aware that there's still three more quarters to go? Um, how do you bounce back from that? So yeah, even making a great play, what do you do the next drive? You know. So yeah, I think that's the best thing that they're looking for.
And from the meetings that you have had, Do you have any fun, cool story with someone head coach, some general manager that you can tell us?
Um, Honestly, not really cool stories, but it was just nice just getting to know who these people were and knowing who ran the ran that whole team. So going into it, I'm not really um I wasn't the guy that knew the owner or knew the general manager. I was just, oh, that's the head coach, that's the D coordinator, that's the corners. But then understanding, oh, this guy's worth billions. Like he runs the whole thing. I might want to get to know who that is. So, yeah, um, they were all great though. Like everybody that I met with, they were really great people.
And
Uh,
this Monday, if I'm correct, you have your pro day.
Yeah,
Uh, what would you say are the main difference between the combine and the pro day, and what will be the schedule for you during Monday?
nice.
the difference is really just you're in front of you're in front of the big guys, the owners and the GMs, and you got the scouts that come. But it's still the same. It's still football at the end of the day. You still got to come out here and tie your shoes up and get ready to compete. So I say that's the only difference. And
Um,
at the pro day, I'm gonna be doing the field work drills, and that's really about field work and the three cone and the L, and that'll be done. And I'll be done.
as someone who played in JUCO, then in the FCS before moving to the FBS, and who didn't receive offers or interest from universities, what would you say to a young player that is working hard to make it in this sport? And what advice would you give to someone who is in the same position that you were in years ago?
I'd say the best thing I could tell young guys really find whatever that purpose is and why you're doing it, and make it consistent. Don't don't ever think of you just have to find your purpose of why you're doing the sport, because if you can't do that, you won't be strong enough to get through those adversity times that you have, and like you feel like giving up. If you have a strong purpose for it, those will get cleared by so quick and you'll get right back to work. But if you don't have that, you can get blown away easily. If you don't have a great purpose, you'll find yourself going out with your friends all the time when you know that you're supposed to fix up some things on the field that you know are your weaknesses and need to get better at. So find that great purpose of why you're playing the sport, and also to spend time on that in that dirt, because that's where you get better at. Man, I had going JUCO, I had no offers and I had nobody who was really interested in me, but I knew the goals that I set for myself and my purpose that I found real quick. And I was just knowing that I'm not going to stop until I get what I want. And everybody has the opportunity to do that. So take advantage of every opportunity you have and don't take for granted, because even for me, I'm in this position now, but everybody's time is going to come to an end. And so I really use your time right now is very important.
And who you who would you say that has helped you the most during this journey from high school to JUCO to Indiana State to Western Michigan and now in your journey to the NFL?
Honestly, I just say my whole family and my corners coach at Western Michigan. But yeah, they're all basically my family. They've all showed me great guidance. Making sure you have the right people around you is a big thing. You are who you surround yourself with. I believe that a lot. Um, if you're around great guys who have great intentions of wanting to be better, you'll get a little bit of that in you too. And if you already have that in yourself, it's just adding to the family. And I feel like my corners coach here, he's just helped me with everything since I touched down at Western Michigan. He's just been like another father role in my life. So I was very grateful for him.
And if you had to choose one moment in your whole football career, which one would you choose and why?
Um, I would say the combine, just because of how much I've watched it and how much my family and I have watched other people go, and I've told everybody that I'll be in that specific moment in the next coming years when I was younger, and so just seeing it live out to that and seeing me get there just shows that I have a lot more, and I'm very grateful of it. But it was a great moment for me for sure.
Yeah. About your number, does the number one jersey have any special meaning for you? It is a number that is as personal significance, or is
hmm
just a random choice?
Um, no, I mean I wore number one all throughout high school. Um, it was really just my little brother's one of his favorite numbers, but his favorite number was 7, and I got to wear that at the Senior Bowl when I was at the Reese's. But number one is also just to me, just for me, is just a special number.
And couple questions to end. What are your thoughts about the expansion of football worldwide? We are from Spain. We are here talking with you.
hmm
Pleasure.
Mhm.
Games in Europe, games in Australia, games in Brazil, games in Mexico, games probably all around the world. What's your opinion about that?
I love it. I have a friend who's playing in Europe as well. His name's I think I don't know what country he's in or what continent it is, but he's a quarterback named DJ Irons, and he just signed with someone over there, and I love it just because it gives you another opportunity to go play the game, and just be around guys who want to compete, and having that expand all over the world is really cool to see.
And to end, what's your
Yeah.
prediction for April in the draft? Where we will see you? What's your thinking right now? What are you thinking right now about those 3 wonderful days we have in April?
um, Honestly, I'm just thinking about getting to whoever gets to pick me up and getting to work. Obviously, every team, all 32 teams, I couldn't care who chose me, but I'm just grateful to be there and be able to get to work. You can't say that you just want to get picked to one team, because definitely that's not how it works. But
Mhm.
also, I'm just gonna be grateful once I get selected just to get to work. That's what I can't wait for it, and just
Yeah.
celebrate that little time with my family before I head out.
So
I have
Bilal,
one.
thank you
Uh,
so much. Hey, Alberto.
who is your favorite football player, and which player is the one you have watched the most or analyzed the most on video?
Um, my favorite player would be Jalen Johnson from he plays on the Bears, the corner.
Mhm.
Um, I really just like his game. How he can play everything. He can play inside. He can play outside, and he's gonna always line up against their best wide receiver. He lines up against Justin Jefferson, and he gives him a hard time. And that's all you can ask for from a cornerback, and he does a real good job of that. And when the quarterback sees him, he's really good at disguising things, and that's the part of his game that I really try to take a lot from. So yeah, that would be who I say.
And now, yes, Bilal, thank you so much for having us this little time during your
hmm
routine. Best of luck in
Sure.
the pro day. Best of luck in April, and hope we see
Yes.
you pick high, because we are sure you are going to get picked. So
Yes, sir.
hopefully we see you get picked in Green Bay. It's my favorite team.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Or
Okay.
49ers.
Oh yeah, 49ers, that'd be a good one. I know
Oh.
I'm going down to the I'm going down to San Francisco actually for a 30-day visit soon. So we'll see.
So hopefully, at least if you don't end up in Green Bay, end up in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So thank you, Bilal. Have
Thank you.
a nice day and the best of luck
Yes,
in
sir.
your future.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you
Good
guys.
luck.
See you.
See you.
See you.